Hello, Way Hey Kid here. If you haven't already heard, you probably have, but if you haven't, there's some juicy new spoilers for M21 core set. So, let's go check it out this way. Come on. Woo! Alright guys, first card we're going to go over is Big Papa Big Daddy himself, Teferi, Master of Time. He is 2 blue, 2 colorless for Planeswalker with 3 loyalty, alright? He don't mess around. So for the first time ever, you may activate loyalty abilities of Teferi on any player's turn, anytime you can cast an instant. That's huge. That's huge. So we'll go into his +1. You draw a card, then discard a card. Not crazy insane, but it's a +1. It does the job. It's pretty good. So you can draw a card for card advantage and discard a card to help your graveyard out if you got one of them strategies where you want to bring a certain card back or fuel a certain goal. And not only that, but you can use it on your opponent's turn and your turn. So that's 2 cards. It's -3. Target creature you don't control phases out. Now, remember, still he can do it as an instant. So if your opponent's attacking with a creature or blocking one of your creatures with their creature, you can at instant speed Thanos snap him, phase him out, he's gone. Now he will return your next opponent's turn, but he's gone. He's out of the picture for that. Okay? Pretty big. Now it's -10. His ultimate Hadouken. Take 2 extra turns after this one. What all could you do in 2 extra turns, you say? Maybe mill him to negative? Maybe burn him with some explosions. Pop off a couple Zeniths. Though I would never play Zenith, you know. That's how I roll. Or you could even swing at him with 16,000 5/5 humans that are indestructible. Or 15 beasts. Over and over again. If you can't win in 2 turns, if you can't win in 2 extra turns, you were not meant to win. Sorry. Alright. So, on to the next one. Teferi's a beast. Next one we've got is Necromentia. It's a sorcery for 2 black, 1 colorless. Here we go. So, you choose a card name other than a basic land card name. Search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with that name and exile them. That player shuffles their library, then creates a 2/2 black zombie creature token for each card exiled from their hand this way. Oh my gosh. Bye-bye, Zenith. No, that's going to be a sweet card. That's cheap, too. Man. And if you like zombies, then you're going to be a big fan of that. Alright. So, here we have Jeskai Elder. Jeskai Elder. 1 blue, 1 colorless for a 1/2 creature. With prowess. So prowess, that's a nice one. It's a nice static ability we're going to have here. So basically when you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets a +1/+1 until end of turn. That's pretty cool. So whenever Jeskai Elder deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And it's cheap too. You know, it's only 2. Now we have Bad Deal. So it's a black sorcery. So 2 swamp, 4 colorless. You draw 2 cards and each opponent discards 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. there's like no drawbacks to that, besides the expensive price on it. You know, that kind of sucks, but hey, it's really not a bad deal. I mean, you're getting a lot out of that. So not only are you getting 2 cards, but your opponent's discarding 2 and losing 2 life. Like, that's really good. It's really good, especially if they're in a pinch and you want to just lock it down. They just gotta have to top deck everything. So pretty cool. Next we got Shipwreck Dowser. So it's a creature for 2 blue, 3 colorless, 3/3. It's got prowess. Loving that prowess, man. Definitely going to be trying to crank out a deck that just keeps buffing everything. So when it enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. So you can still give it that prowess. So that's pretty cool. And you know, you get your stuff back anyways. So you get to use it again. Not bad in my book. Little expensive though. Little expensive. So now we got the Llanowar Visionary. Love me some Llanowar. So 1 green, 2 colorless for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and then you add 1 mana. Tap them to add 1 mana. 1 green. That's not bad either. I wish it was 2, but we can't get everything we want, you know. Now, Primal Might. Wow. The big old gummy sore. So, this is a powerhouse for 1 green and X. Sorcery. Target creature you control gets +X until end of turn, then fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Man, you're talking some smackdown and then swing for the fence, you know, swinging, knock them out, man. That's pretty powerful. I could see that plus prowess. I mean, just a little bit more juice, you know. That's a pretty powerful card. I think it's going to see a lot of play. Next, we've got Mr. Pack Leader here. So for 1 white, 1 colorless, 2/2. He's the dog master here. Okay, dog tribal. Here we come. So other dogs you control get +1/+1, and then whenever the pack leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. Man, you don't have to worry about anything. No anxiety. Just relief. That is so good. So you can safely swing and go from there. No surprises, you know. Pretty awesome. I can't wait to see where dogs go in this set. All dogs go to heaven. This guy, Garruk, the Crown Scourge. 1 red and 2 colorless for a 5/4 flyer. He can't attack. He can't attack unless you control 4 or more artifacts. So you know artifacts are going to be a big deal in this. Ugin, I'm looking at you. So at the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each non-token creature that died this turn. That's pretty cool because he adds mana. So you can sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. So these treasures you use, man, so a dragon that can create mana for you. It's pretty awesome. So what if you can't attack with them? You know, you can just block with them. That ain't no big deal. If you have the right deck, you shouldn't have any problems with it. But for 3 mana, I would just use them as a big old flying wall, and maybe build up some of that mana. So I think that's pretty cool, and it's of any color, so he would fit in any deck really. I think he's playable. Not sure where he's gonna go, but he's playable. This bad boy here, Chromatic Orrery. Dang, dude, 7 colorless for an artifact. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. He's trying to be a fires, but he's not quite there. But yeah, that's pretty big. Then you tap it to add 5 colorless. Hello? I mean, it's 7 mana, but you can get to 7 so fast. Especially in a ramp deck or whatever. Man. And then for 5 mana and tap it, draw a card for each color among permanents you control. That could be a game changer. Will it see play? I don't know. We'll definitely see play, but just being able, just that first ability is just pretty good. Really enables a lot of these 5 color decks, 3, 4 color decks. Pretty excited about that. I'm gonna give her a try. So now we got Wildwood Patrol. 1 forest, 2 colorless for a 4/2 trample. You know, generic common. I'm sure someone's gonna make it beat someone up. Okay. Next we got the Predatory Worm. One green, 3 colorless for a 4/4 vigilance. Predatory Worm gets +2/+2 as long as you control a Garruk Planeswalker. Alright. Little Garruk love. I could see that being pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good cost. 4 for 4/4 with vigilance. And possibly +2/+2. So 4 for 6/6 vigilance. Not too bad. Someone will make it work. So now Garruk's Warsteed. Let's look at this bad boy here. So it's 2 green, 3 colorless for a 3/5 with vigilance. When Garruk's Warsteed enters the battlefield, you may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Garruk Savage Herald, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Okay, cool. You know, that's, if you're into that Garruk deck, you got some Garruk play. It's not bad. I wish everything had trample though. Vigilance is pretty nice. So here, Garruk himself, Garruk Savage Herald. So this is the one that you grab up with that one. Before this. So 2 green, 4 colorless for 5 loyalty Planeswalker. His +1, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of your library. So he just digs up creatures. That's pretty cool. -2, target creature you control deals combat damage equal to its power to another creature. So you make something fight. That's pretty good. And then his ultimate -7, until end of turn, creatures you control gain. You may have this creature assign its combat damage as though it weren't blocked. That's a nasty finisher. That would end it. And it's not that far away. I mean, -7 starts at 5, goes to 6. It's not going to be that hard to attain. So that could be pretty brutal. I'm feeling it. He is 6 though, but next we got a Corral Keep Disciples. So it's a creature for 2 red, 2 colorless, 4/3. Whenever you activate a loyalty ability of Chandra Planeswalker, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's a lot of work. But hey, if you're digging that Chandra, do it. Do it. Next we got Stormcaller. He just looks like an animal. You know what I'm saying? This guy looks like he could just rip the wheel off a school bus. So 1 red, 2 colorless for a 3/2. When Stormcaller enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Not bad. Not bad. He looks like he would do like 10 damage to each opponent. You know, he's swirling all these. He clearly doesn't mind being surrounded by lightning. It must feel good to him. Next, we got Chandra's Fire Maul. Oh boy, it's a Helion. I love Helions. 2 red, 3 colorless for 4/2 with haste, of course. Duh. It's gotta have haste, man. When Chandra's Fire Maul enters the battlefield, you may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Chandra's. So basically, it grabs Chandra. You reveal it, put it in your hand, and then search your library. Or if you search your library, shuffle it. Of course, can't read today. It's all good. So 5/4/2 haste. All right. And then you got Chandra. Flames Catalyst. 2 red, 4 colorless. 5 loyalty, +1. Chandra deals 3 damage to each opponent. Thank God it's not each player. I'd be like, what? She's not Rakdos. So, for -2, you may cast target red instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. If that spell would be put into the graveyard this turn, exile it instead. I like that a lot. That's, dude, that's pretty cool. A little graveyard action in red. I don't really want them to have that for mono red, but it's pretty nice. So, and then for the ultimate, -8, discard your hand, then draw 7 cards. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana costs. Are you kidding me? Chandra, what the heck, man? That's savage. I don't even want to think about how much you can do with a full 7 cards of damage for free. With my luck, I just draw like 7 lands. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Next, we got Spirit of Malevolence. When it's 1 black, 1 colorless for 2/1. When Spirit of Malevolence dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. God, we don't need any more of those, man. We got so many things that die and you lose life, and someone gains life. Just stop. Alright, we got Liliana's Scrounger. Of course, so it's 1 black, 2 colorless for a 3/2 at the beginning of each end step. It's a creature. If a creature died this turn, you may put a loyalty counter on Liliana's Planeswalker. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. It's basically like Garruk's little wolves. That's cool. I dig it. Liliana's Scorn. Sorcery. 2 black, 3 colorless. Destroy target creature. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Liliana, Death Mage. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. So that's the tutor for Liliana. Does anybody actually use those? I don't know. Then we got Liliana, Death Mage herself. 2 black, 4 colorless for 4 loyalty. +1. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Pretty good. That's a solid +1 if I may say so myself. That's pretty solid. Oh yeah. Her -3, destroy target creature. Its controller loses 2 life. Man, she's pretty solid. I mean, she's 6, like they're all 6 or whatever, but so far she's solid. Let's get to the entree here, or the dessert, whichever you like to eat last. -7, target opponent loses 2 life for each creature card in their graveyard. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's just go to the next one. She's mean. She's mean. Alright. So, Mystic Skyfish. Oh, that's mine. I want that. I want that card. Just for the looks. just for the name. Mystic Skyfish. 1 blue, 2 colorless for a 3/1. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, it gets flying till end of turn. What the heck, man? It should have flying all the time. Thing doesn't look like it's just flying for one turn. Thing looks like it could just fly into space. Maybe fly around the moon or so. So, I like that card. It just makes me happy, you know? So, Teferi's Wavecaster. Okay, it's another grab, you know, Teferi grab card. Or Planeswalker grab card. So, 2 blue, 3 colorless for a 3/3 flash. That's cool, it's got flash. So when it enters the battlefield, you can search for your library or graveyard for that Teferi. Not the Master of Time, but the other Teferi, which we're going to go over here next. Teferi, Timeless Voyager. Set your phasers to stun. So, 2 blue, 4 colorless for 4 loyalty, +1 draw a card. Solid. So simple. So solid. -3, put target creature on top of its owner's library. Put it on top of their graveyard. So you put target creature on top of its owner's library. That's pretty awesome. He's like the regular Saiyan version of Teferi, and the Master of Time's like the Super Saiyan version. But so his ultimate is each creature target opponent controls phases out until the end of the next turn. They can't phase in. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Unless they got like one creature, then you're like, why did I even do that for? But I would definitely be using his +1 and his -3. For sure. Not bad, Teferi, not bad. Historian of Zalfir. I'm probably pronouncing all these wrong, but you know. Maybe it's right. To me, it's right. So it's a creature for 2 blue, 2 colorless, 3/3. Whenever Historian of Zalfir attacks, if you control a Teferi Planeswalker, draw a card. That's cool. You don't have to deal damage. You just attack with it. It's a little pricey though. But hey, it kind of works with, you know, combos with a lot of other cards. When you draw your second card this turn, blow up the world, you know. Pretty cool. Alright, so we got Sigalid Contender. Big old guy from Tekken, I guess. So he's a 1 white and 3 colorless for a 3/3. So he has lifelink as long as he has a +1/+1 counter on him. Easily attainable. Yes. Alright. Now we got Basri or Basri, whichever you prefer. Basri's Aegis. 2 white, 2 colorless for a sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Basri, Devoted Paladin, and then, you know, put it in your hand or whatever. So that searches that out. And then we got Adherent of Hope. 1 white, 1 colorless for a 2/1. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if you control Basri Planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on Adherent of Hope. Cool? Cool. Here's Basri, Devoted Paladin. Woo! 2 white, 4 colorless for 4 loyalty. +1, put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. It gains vigilance until end of turn. I like that. Like to Nissa out my 3/3, give it double vigilance, and make it a 4/4. Nissa out my 4/4 double vigilant land. -1. Whenever a creature attacks this turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. That's sick. And it's only -1. That's pretty good. That's... oh my gosh. Everything just gets bigger just by attacking. That's really good. So it's -6 ultimate abilities. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain flying until end of turn. So it could possibly end the game pretty well, especially with some crazy human deck like those Mardu humans. Very nice. Now we got Indulging Patrician. It's a vampire. 1 black, 1 white, 1 colorless. For a 1/4 flyer with lifelink at the beginning of your end step. If you gain 3 or more life this turn, each opponent loses 3 life. That's gonna be played a lot. I really have a good feeling. It's cheap. It has flying and lifelink. A good solid 4 toughness. And those Cauldron decks, the Lyris decks, like, they can gain 3 or more life every turn. They don't even have to try. Ooh, and then on top of all that stuff, your opponent loses 3 life. Okay. That's a done deal. Alright, we've got Fierce Empath. 1 green, 2 colorless. For 1/1. So when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost 6 or greater. Reveal it, put in your hand, shuffle. If you're really needing that one creature, if you're gonna win the game, okay, play it. So Tormod's Crypt is going to change the meta, I feel like. It's going to ruin a lot of decks. 0 for Tormod's Crypt. Artifact. Tap it, sacrifice Tormod's Crypt, exile all cards from target player's graveyard. It's all about timing, but man, if you could just run 4 of those and just keep popping it off, they're never going to have a graveyard. So that's definitely going to affect cycling. It's definitely going to affect Lyris. All them beautiful escape cards, Elspeths, any kind of reanimation. That hurts, but I'll be using it. That's for sure. Love me some Tormod's Crypt. This one here, Runed Halo. Oh my gosh. It's an enchantment for 2 white. And it's back, by the way. This has been around for a while, but it's back, and it's a good time for it. So, as Runed Halo enters the battlefield, choose a card name. You have protection from the chosen card name. So you can't be targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything with that name. Zenith, looking at you. Explosion, looking at you. Dude, there's so many things that you could choose. I can't even begin. I'm just going to go into the next card. Just use your imagination. That's a very powerful sideboard card. It's got sideboard written all over it. It's gross. It's gross. And I love it. Alright, Quirion Dryad. 1 green, 1 colorless for 1/1. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a +1/+1 counter on Quirion Dryad. These Grixis and pretty much every deck could benefit from that. Bant is going to benefit from that. But, you know, like, my Bant deck's schedule's a little bit too busy for this card. I don't think I'd have time to really build this thing up. But it would be interesting to see how fast you could build it up. I might have something better to spend 2 mana on, though. But it has a lot of possibility in a lot of other decks, especially aggressive ones. Oh, come on now. Grim Tutor. I don't know if I actually ever use this because I don't like playing very much black, but 2 black, 1 colorless, sorcery. Search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle your library. You lose 3 life. Well worth 3 life. Thank you. I'll pay 3 life all day, every day. Any card? Okay. I'm gonna search for Halo. Okay. So now we got Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. This man, he's a lover. So 1 black, 2 colorless for 1/3. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. This guy's just playing dirty. This guy's up to no good. He's had a bad agenda. He's got some bad motives. So, for 2 black and 3 colorless creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Okay. I'm gonna call it right now. Vito is gonna be making people quit. Vito, he's way too cheap. He's way too cheap. He's gonna be a game finisher. For sure. Okay. I'm calling it now. Huge. This guy's gonna be huge in meta. Alright. Azusa, Lost But Seeking. 1 green, 2 colorless for 1/2. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. I would run a lot of lands, and I would put a lot of stuff out, and I would definitely abuse that. That's pretty good. She's gonna die, but that's pretty good. It's pretty good playing 2 additional lands. So draw, draw, draw. Lands, lands, lands. Play, play, play. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what's up. What's up? Okay. I can't get enough of this card. Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. Planeswalker for 8 colorless. 7 loyalty. I need to get a barf bag because this guy's so amazing. I need to put a helmet on because my mind's about to be blown here. So, +2. He deals 3 damage to any target. And he makes it look easy. -X. Exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. Everything that's not colorless is gone. Gone. Oh, devastating, man. So, and then -10. You gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, then put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. What? Why doesn't it just say -10, you win? Like, his ultimate with Vito. I gain 7 life, you lose 7 life. And that's just the start. Ugin's a beast. Okay, we don't need to say any more. Yeah, we should. We should say more. This guy's gonna be easily put out. 8 mana is nothing these days, especially if you're playing three lands per turn. With Souza. Dang. And it's a pretty card. Now we got the Containment Priest. This one blows my mind too. 1 white, 1 colorless. 2/2. Flash. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. Luca, I'm sorry. Pretty sure that would stop anything Luca put out. Or Garuda, or that one... Can't think of the name of it, but that That green 6/6 mutate creature that puts out a bunch of stuff. Man, yeah, if you don't cast it, it's gone. If it comes out unnaturally, that's a really powerful card. That's going to be huge. Nice sideboard too. Next we got Ran and Siri. Inseparable. It's so cute. Cat, dog, dog, cat. Alright. So they're made for each other. They're soulmates. Look at them. Next they'll be sucking spaghetti noodles. So we got 1 white, 1 green, 1 red, 1 colorless for 4/4. When you cast dog spell, create a 1/1 green cat creature token. Whenever you cast a cat spell, create a 1/1 white dog creature token. So they're making babies. You see what's going on. They're making babies. They're getting busy, alright? Let them get busy. You gotta help them get busy, apparently. They can't do it on their own. That's disturbing. So, for 1 green, 1 red, 1 white, tap it. Ren and Siri, Inseparable, deals damage to any target equal to the number of dogs you control. You gain life equal to the number of cats you control. Man, this card's got awesome flavor. I love it. It's a fun card. I want it. I want it. And I want to play it too. It's just a good looking card, dang it. It's a good feeling card. It's cute, right? Now this dude, Spark Hunter Masticore. I'm gonna call him Scar. He just looked like he just pushed Mufasa off the damn cliff. Alright. So he's 3 colorless. 3/4. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. So you play him for 3, discard a card. Protection from Planeswalkers. Dude, he don't care. He's gonna walk all over those Planeswalkers. Man, he ain't scared. So Ugin, you can't kill him. 1 for 1 colorless, Spark Hunter Masticore deals 1 damage to target Planeswalker. And you can just keep doing it. Dude, he's just there to kill all the Planeswalkers. He just don't care. 3 for 3 colorless, Spark Hunter Masticore gains indestructible until end of turn. He could see some play. He really could. He could shut down a lot of stuff, and he can become indestructible. So that means like it's like Chandra. I got protection from you, Chandra. But what if I do my board wipe ability? 3 damage to everything. It don't matter. I'm still coming for you. He's bad. This guy's bad. In a good way. Don't get it twisted. Teferi's Ageless Insight. 2 blue, 2 colorless. So it's an enchantment. If you would draw a card except the first one you draw in each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Extra drawing. Gotta love it. Teferi's Tutelage. 1 blue, 2 colorless for an enchantment. When Teferi's Tutelage enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent mills 2 cards. I like how they're using mills. They got mill in the card. Nice little mill ability. Mill ability. Alright, now we got Teferi's Protege. Alright, 1 blue, 2 colorless for 2/3. For 1 blue, 1 colorless, tap it, draw a card, discard a card. She's trying to be as cool as Teferi. She's trying. She'll get there. What we have here, the new Liliana, Waker of the Dead. You could just see him. I could just see her and like a bunch of corpses. Like she's just like, hey, wake up, it's time to go. And the zombies and corpses are just like, I don't want to get it all. I don't want to go to work. And she's like, nah. You better get up. She grabs them by their ear and just pulls it, and it like comes off. Anyways. So, she's 2 black, 2 colorless, 4 loyalty, +1. Each player discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. It's too bad. If you can't do it, it's too bad. That's a big one. -3. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, creature. It's pretty good. -7. You get an emblem with, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield. Under your control, it gains haste. That spells out Nightmare. Don't let her get that emblem off. That's pretty good. That will help you in the long run. For sure. Getting them creatures constantly out. Nobody can do anything about it. They're gonna have to just exile your whole graveyard with Tormod's Crypt. That would shut it down for sure. Alright, we got Peer into the Abyss. Nice looking card. Kind of looks like one of my exes. Just kidding. That'd be bad. So 3 black, 4 colorless for sorcery. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in their library and loses half their life, rounded up each time. Number 1, that's a very expensive. Number 2, that's really cool that you can draw half your library. And then losing half your life, that might not be so bad. That might be worth it. If you're really, really, really needing cards, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. If you need cards more than life, do it. That could turn it around. That could be a game turner. Now I don't need to say too much about Baneslayer Angel because she's an oldie but goodie. She's a legend. She's not a myth. She's a legend, a true legend. So Baneslayer Angel, if y'all don't know, she's 2 white, 3 colorless for a 5/5 flyer with first strike and lifelink and protection from demons and protection from dragons. She's beautiful. It looks like they use the same art and I love it. I mean, what more do you need to say about her? I mean, she's got it all. Alright. It's a gorgeous card. It's gonna see play. It's just a very balanced card. The whole lot of power. Now we got Double Vision, okay. So it's an enchantment for 2 red, 3 colorless. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for that copy. Guys, it's 5, but come on, man. There's gonna be some nasty decks out there with this. Just being able to copy, you could even copy Ultimatum. Shoot, even just a shock. It doesn't even. Dude, I would do Shatter the Sky twice. Just for fun. Again, there's so many things you could do with that. At 5 mana, I think it's very, very practical. I really do. We're going to see that being played with Izzet and that kind of thing. For sure. We're going to see it played in a lot of stuff. So now we got Manjara, the Diplomat. So 1 white, 3 colorless for a 2/4 with lifelink. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, draw a card. whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. So you're going to be drawing cards every time they do anything. It's pretty good. You want to attack me? I'll draw a card. You want to play something? Okay, I'll draw a card. No problem. Let me just spark double this Manjara, so that every turn, every time you do something, I'm going to draw 2 cards. Yeah, go ahead. Pretty sweet card, dude. But so those are all the spoilers so far. Let me know what you guys think about it. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm totally gonna get, I think I'm gonna get those packs on Arena. You know, that $50 pack. They have the one for Teferi, they have the one with Liliana. But probably gonna just save up some wild cards and try to get as many as I can, and just kind of see what I can kind of see what cards are gonna be really good in this next set, in this meta, that are coming out of 21. But man, there's some power coming out of this set. There's some power, and I'm sure there's going to be bans, but we need to get some use out of them before they do get banned. So let me know what y'all think about this new set so far. What cards are you excited about? What cards you think are going to go well with current meta ideas, or going to create new meta ideas? There's going to be a lot more archetypes coming out. So if you like this video, if it helped you to see anything new you haven't seen before, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. I'm going to be keeping up with all the spoilers that come out. So every update I get, I'm going to try to make a new video, so stay tuned for that. Get excited. I'm excited. Alright, keep on top decking, keep playing Magic. Later.